What's going on, Pokemon crew? I am Michael. This is my brother Ariel. We run Ted's Pokemon here in Norwood, Ohio.
Today we're going to be talking about several things, not least of which is the market adjustments that have been happening within the last week on some of the newer sets, Perfect Order, Chaos Rising. So some shops don't operate like us. Like we get one allocation, and then after that we have to buy it off the backlist, which is usually more market price. Some shops do get secondary waves of things like ETBs and booster boxes. And what has happened is they're still getting them at warehouse pricing, initial allocation pricing, like where you could sell it MSRP like we do on initial release. So what they've done is, I think with their Perfect Order, it's dropped to like 170 or 180 for a booster box now, but they're still getting it for probably between 95 and 100, so they're still making money.
Yeah.
They're just not selling it for 2 to 220 now. Now, when we bought ours, I paid above MSRP to even get them. So for all of you in the comments would be like, I can't believe you're still selling with those prices, when they check what prices we have on our shop versus online. Yeah, well, I paid more than market price, and I'll just wait it out. It'll be fine,
So while you're going to continue talking here, we are going to start carrying Chinese gem packs. I have a friend who's able to get these in at a pretty decent price. So we're just going to open 2 of the boxes that we got in from them, kind of as like a test run and to just have fun while we're talking here.
Well, you got to rip packs
but
every once in a while.
Yeah, and it's the price point that you can get these at, which is really nice to just open packs.
Yeah, so that's one thing.
And
the
exclusive cards in there are actually pretty expensive.
They can be, absolutely. Exclusive artworks to the Chinese sets. But it's interesting that the market shifted at the lower end for this, because there's people are like, I don't care, I just want to open a booster box, and if the booster box is whatever the price these are, that's far more affordable. Oh, is it 5 cards per pack in Chinese?
I think so, yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
lots of like reverse hollows.
The master balls of like all of them, but the exclusive artwork is really cool.
Okay. One other thing I checked this morning, none of the orders have moved still between the tag. One order of 10 cards has moved beyond finally image processing to the step just after that, some kind of verification step. The PCG Premier Card Grading order is still in the second step, which is I believe grading the cards.
And what did they say their turnaround time was?
Okay, so they would have gotten the cards. I'm not going to count the time it got there, and it got to them on a Saturday, so I'm not going to count that weekend. It would have been Monday of last week. So today, there would have been 5 business days. Today's only the 7th business day. So they really, if they're saying 8 to 10, that would be the end of this week to at least get them finished up and shipped to us. We'll see. It'll probably be sometime next week, hopefully, that we get them back. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously they're getting a lot more orders now, especially with the pricing that they're running. To get any card graded in that 7 to 10 business day window, whether it ends up being 10 before they ship it back or what, far better than waiting till next year to get them back.
Yeah.
And also for the price, it was like we did the express, but we got the coupon code to knock it down to $20 a card, and no upcharges either. And there's people who are like, oh, but I want to pay that extra. I want to get that extra insurance on. Oh, okay, sure. Good luck ever collecting insurance on shipping.
Sure.
True.
I haven't even looked at their slabs. How do their slabs look?
I have not personally seen one in person. From what I've seen online, they are bigger and thicker. They're far more solid made than PSA, but that's because they're the actual tag part in them, where the grade is at, is metal. Yeah. So it's going to have to be a little heavier duty than just a thin piece of paper with some plastic veneer on it.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll give it a try, and I just have to say we're not affiliated with Premier Card Grading. We're not one of their affiliate stores. We're not getting paid to grade with them. I had to pay just like anybody else would pay to get these cards graded. We're doing this as an experiment because us as a business, we need a quicker turnaround time from when we can buy cards, get them graded, get them back to sell them.
Yeah, our cases of graded cards were full a few weeks ago. Now they're
very full. Empty. Now they're getting thinner. So that for us, it's the turnaround time more than anything else that has been the hassle. But the prices and the upcharges I've never liked that you had to pay more just because your card's worth a little bit more to get it graded. And we gave Tag a try too, and I gotta say, as much as I like Tag, I like their product, they really kind of did drop the ball on they were not ready for the influx. I think that a lot of Pokemon collectors were really ready to jump on the Tag ship, but just they got backed up too. They were not ready for it. Now, according to the guy who owns Tag here in the U.S., Rudy from Alpha Investments, they're opening a brand new campus probably this week in Florida, and they're going to get to the point where they can process 10,000 cards a day, where PSA processes 100,000 cards a day. But still, 10,000 cards a day, that's a lot.
That's a ton.
That is a ton. And okay, so that's 10% of the market. That would be enough to affect a market change if people could really do it. Now, I don't see sports card guys going for that as much, but I could see TCG, especially Pokemon fans, going for that because, I mean, especially if it's your personal collection, and you say you don't even care what the grade is, you just want to get them created to help preserve them, wouldn't you rather pay $20 a card than say if you got a really expensive, vintage card, having to pay several $100s just to get it graded? Like, not everybody is reselling them. Some people really are just collectors and just want to hang on to them. So have you got anything good? I'm seeing all kinds of different reverse holos. I take it Master Balls are a little more common in Chinese.
Yeah.
Because they're like one in every pack.
There might
Almost.
be actually, yeah.
There we go. Okay. So which gem pack is this with the ponytail, the Rapid Ash?
I believe.
Gem pack 4. So what's the exclusive card in this? Okay, cool. All right. So the one on the front, but not that one.
Yeah.
Okay. We finally got an illustration rare.
And I think you're guaranteed one a box.
An SIR or just an
like
IR? I don't know what the rarity is in Chinese. It's like a 3 black star, but that would be like a regular illustration rare. So that was that entire box?
Yep.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how these do for us, but we haven't gotten them in yet. This was just some samples he sent you. I mean, we haven't even paid for them yet, the ones we're going to buy. So
he started selling them last week just using on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
And sold 100 boxes in a week.
Okay.
So this was one thing I was looking for at Collecticon too, and only one person had them, but at an extreme price.
Okay. Well, it's Collecticon. They got to pay for it. Pay like $1,000 or more for that table, right?
I think we would have a good market here for these, and for people that just want to open packs.
That's true. Now, do you think we're just going to sell them by the booster box, or will we sell them by the pack
We can
too?
do both.
I mean, we do have the room to do both.
Yeah.
That's true.
Fill in some space there.
Speaking of selling and things that sell well, we did have our pitch black drop this past Saturday.
Yep.
We got our stuff in on time, so we were able to do it this past Saturday. Of course, sold out of ETBs and booster bundles. I do, and I only have enough for in-store, have a few of the 3-pack blisters left and the check lane blisters. Those are still at MSRP.
The check lane blister
Is actually pretty cool with the Slowpoke promo.
Yeah, it's a great promo.
So those are 6. The 3-pack blisters are 15. While they last, I am limiting when you come in. You can only buy up to 2 of each right now, and that's not going to last, but probably only last the next couple days, if that. But when we do get new releases in and we can do MSRP, that's what we do to kind of help out, because we do appreciate. I mean, all the growth we've had in this business is only because of our customers, and everybody's come in. Like yesterday, nobody complained about the limit either, because as one guy said, he goes, everybody deserves a chance to get something at a decent price, and that's why we do it. Is this?
This is Captain Pikachu in this one.
Oh, Captain Pikachu,
which is going for like 330.
So it's an illustration rare,
yeah,
or SIR. I don't know what the
but they
designations.
look like illustration cards. They don't have like the fancy texturing that SIRs.
Oh, they don't have the texture like ours would have.
Yeah,
oh, that's interesting.
Because I pulled the Umbreon, and you pulled the Leafeon from the one
where it's not,
where it was like the
but it was
exclusive.
Whatever that gem pack was. Yeah,
I think it was 3,
maybe. But it wasn't. They weren't like Terrestrial Festival. It was different.
It was
definitely different. Like the Leafeon was in like a tree or something.
Yeah, it was exclusive artwork.
That's right.
So collectors, investors,
but
noticing the Chinese market now.
Well, I think the fact that they've got exclusive artwork really kind of helps as far as selling. But this just also goes to show just how silly hard it is to get English product as a decent price. Is that where people are buying and importing product from China, even paying the high tariffs, and still people are able to buy it at a decent price.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure there are some sets that I don't know if they like. Do they go out of print like ours
yeah,
do?
yeah,
Or okay,
Well, yes,
So
because he's
far.
not able to get any of the older gem packs now.
okay. I'm sure those have all gone up in price.
Yes.
Did you get that one all? There you
Yeah,
go.
thanks. And we still have not gotten our allocation for the 30th stuff yet, right?
No, my guy's actually on vacation this week, so I won't hear anything earliest next week, but I think they're going to play this one pretty close to the vest. I don't know. I haven't heard from, and actually, I scour YouTube every day for what other people are doing, or if anybody's reported their allocations yet, but I haven't heard anything. Well, whatever anybody gets, it's not going to be enough. And I wouldn't compare it to the like Pitch Black or Chaos Rising allocations. I would want to compare it to what we got for Ascended Heroes, which was pretty decent for us as a smaller shop.
Yeah.
Like we got a really good amount for us, and we had a pretty big release day. It was one of our better days ever, obviously, as well as because that's the ETBs that'll be coming out in September. But the UPCs, we did get a decent number of the Charizard UPCs last November. So this November, I'd be interested to see if we get that same amount or maybe more. I'm hoping,
Because they'll have the day and night one.
because it's not just one type of UPC now, and lots of people will want two. But I don't know. I doubt we'll have enough for that. So we'll probably sell out of the night ones first as the line progresses. But since we'll be selling them at MSRP, no one's going to complain. But once again, we probably will be, and I would say even on the trainer boxes too, unless that calms down, we will most likely be at least breaking the seals on those when we sell them to people right in front of you.
What's the market price on all that stuff right now? Have you looked?
I have not recently looked because apparently the hammer came down from Nintendo of America on GameStop, and they dropped their prices to just double MSRP. So they dropped their pre-order prices on, but that's not the Captain Pikachu we're looking for.
No.
On ETBs to $100, which compared to the market price, I'm sure was when they did that, it was still $300 or $400. So that's your hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So what sets, like this was a pretty recent set, the Braviary there, and then is that Drillbur or Exadrill? I can't remember what set that was in English, but is there any possibility of another one in the box?
Not from the boxes that I've opened. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you guys know. Somebody leave a comment if you're able to get more than one hit in a box.
So we'll hopefully get some of these in next week and be able to sell them at a decent price.
Yeah.
But I think that's one thing that a lot of card shops have had to do just because it's so darn hard to get product. I mean, we're fortunate in that even though we're playing closer to market price and we're lucky to make 10 to 20% on the stuff that I'm buying from our distro, at least our distro has stuff. We haven't had to turn to the secondary market to keep our shelf stock like many card stores have done. And I don't have a problem with that because I guarantee my distro is getting a lot less than they used to. I remember like one of the first orders we did, we got a box of Scarlet and Violet base booster box, which we were gonna, because we were just starting, we split it up and sold it per pack. But our cost on that box was $80. And I know everyone's gonna be like, oh man, well, we didn't know how big it was gonna get. Nobody knew how big it was gonna get. And here's the problem. It was $80, but the market price, if you went on eBay at the time to get one, was $70 because so many stores were overloaded with them that they were just dumping them at a loss to try and recover their money.
Yeah.
So all of you were like, oh, I would have done that. No, you wouldn't have. Because the market price was cheaper. You could have gone on TCG Play or eBay and got it cheaper. So and I even remember talking to my guy about that. I was like, obviously I'm just getting into this. What's the advantage for somebody to spend money with you when at the time it was so plentiful and so cheap, you could find it cheaper than distribution prices on the open market. Mm-hmm. He said that's card stores that are just trying to clear out their inventory to try and get some kind of money back. Because the way it worked back then is if you had a booster box, you sold it at $110 to $120 on release if you were lucky. and then the following week or two later, you had to start dumping it. Just because I guess there was just more available, and there was just a lot less people in the business at that time when we got in. We got in right at the right time, right at the rock bottom, and before things started going back up again.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, keep an eye out. We'll let you guys know when we get the Chinese packs in. Maybe we'll put some on the website. We'll see if we get enough in. And then
we're gonna keep updating as we get hopefully some of those card graded orders back.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get the tag order back first. But thanks, Pokey Crew.
See ya.
When he leaves, that's just his signal he's done.